Morning, doctor.
Hi,
You are
good morning,
mute.
doctor.
Let me.
Yeah.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, now you are audible.
Thank you. Thanks so much. How are you, Vada and Anu? How's going on? All perfect. Everything is there in the symbol, yeah?
Good, great.
Good, great. We miss you, Anu, the previous session, because we are talking something about the project management related some topics. Then you are the best person to explain the same. I forgot even what I explained, but I remember the moment that really your presence must be mandatory. The previous session, because you're the one who can explain the best since from the project management. I may seek your help sometime, Anu, for the PMP. Oh my God, I'm not able to hear.
No problem. No problem. Click available at any time.
Yeah, yes. Just want to know the structure and from what you have done. And, adding the qualification and certification, obviously, we'll be adding something more. Yeah. Yes. Let's wait for others to join. Faisal is not joining today. He is in Canada, then for some vacations and all. Anyway, we'll be sharing this recording to this people who are not joining. Okay, Anu, you started strategy planning assignment? No. You're muted.
No, I have not.
Okay,
I missed that session, right? We started on Sunday, no? Or Saturday session.
Which one?
The strategy planning assignment, like when?
The strategy planning, yeah, Saturday. Saturday we have, yes, the 2 Saturday we have discussed the strategy planning and we have finished it. Also, we started strategy direction a little bit, and we have also given 1 week time period for submission.
Okay, I missed somewhere.
Okay. Just you have the sample questions, models, and everything. Yeah, I've already shared to you, everyone. That link is already there. You can access it. So just start writing something. What about Vada?
Hopefully,
Maybe
I'll submit tomorrow.
Tomorrow you'll be sending me for the review.
Either tomorrow or Monday.
Okay, no problem. I understand why you are telling Monday, because you want Sunday. Sometime you may have to work, so no need to work. Monday only you can send me, no problem.
Sure. Tomorrow's session is HR planning.
Human resource planning, one of the optional module, that's on.
Yeah, so I won't be there tomorrow because I've done this module already.
Okay, yes. You have already done. So whether should I wait for others to join? If Anu is talking, yeah, it is muted. I don't know whether Anu is talking to me or not.
No,
I'm just
actually,
waiting.
I was talking over here.
You're talking to Vada?
I was talking over here only. I was telling everyone to just keep quiet. I'm attending class.
Okay. My daughter will never allow me to take the session, but now she's, habitual. And what she's doing earlier, she will come, she won't talk anything. She will close the laptop, nothing else. Then I have to restart everything because, during the time, Saturday and Sunday, mostly we'll be in our home itself. We'll be taking the session from there. But today I'm in the office, so no problem. So yes, I'm just waiting 2 minutes more for others to join. Five. So let's start from a small concept. let's start from a small concept. The strategic direction. Already we started a little bit. I've given you some idea about the strategic direction. Here, you heard about the word law of wasted effort. Law of wasted effort is a very small concept. I have very recently got this word from one of the psychologists who was sharing his experiences and number of clients he's having, the people who are having some mental disorder. Actually, they don't have any mental disorder. It happened just because of their overthinking and many other elements. And they have faced a lot of failures in their life. So they came to the particular psychologist. Actually, I have seen this in one video on YouTube. He was explaining about the law of wasted effort. Then I thought, okay, I can also discuss the same as a concept of today's discussion. You heard the word law of wasted effort. No. So coming to the discussion, C is totally related to success and the failure. See, success is not at all a mandatory thing. Obviously, a failure will happen for the journey towards a success, no doubt. This is crystally written here. Not every efforts will lead to success. Not every efforts will lead to the success, rather, but every efforts are mandatory. It's necessary. It's like a lion's efforts are given one of the explanation as a metaphor, as a powerful metaphor for the human perseverance, because there's a picture I have added here. Law of wasted effort. Hunting success rate of all the lioness only 20%. 80% as a fail from this. All the efforts the lion is making. Just imagine. A lion is making the efforts 2 times, 3 times, then thinking, okay, I'm not able to get any kind of, a deer, whatever animal, whatever food they are hunting for, but it's not getting land. Is thinking themselves, yeah, I'm just stopping it. No, they never felt like I'm just going to stop my efforts after 3 or 4th failure. No, it's not like they're telling like 20% only the success, right? 80% is the failure, right? But land keeps moving. So land understand the law of wasted effort. So is a motivational and philosophical context to illustrate the idea that not every attempt in the life will be successful, but persistence is the key to survival and success. I wanted to an open discussion with you too. Do you have any indelible experience, which is stored in your mind forever, that you come out of a stressful situation, you come out of a very unsuccessful situation, which means you failed a lot of times, then finally you reached in your final destination, you were very successful. Do you have any examples such? Think of 2 minutes or 1 minute you can explain to me, then we will be coming to our strategic direction module there. I have a lot of examples and I will not explain everything here. Yes, Vada, any examples you have? You have a consecutive number of failure, then finally it reached to, the successful time. I don't know whether Vada knows about a person, APJ Abdul Kalam. He's a president of India. He was a former president of India. He has given very beautiful definition for dream. A dream is not the one that we are seeing in the sleep, yeah? Dream is not the one that we are seeing in the sleep, but dream is the one which will never allow us to sleep. It's a very contradictory definition of the dream. Once we are having a dream, obviously we will be having a lot of failure, but we will be keep moving. We will be reaching the final destination. Anything, any examples?
Okay, I'll give a personal one.
Yeah.
I've never been really that much into going to gym, like everyone else. And as I grew older, I realized that movement is key, that we need to do this. And I tried and failed and tried and failed and tried and failed for many, many years, especially in my 20s. I tried different things. I, at one stage, was doing Muay Thai kickboxing. Another stage, I was doing swimming. And then I tried my hand at running. And that also didn't work. Lots and lots of injuries later. And now I have finally succeeded in cracking the code, get a personal trainer that you pay lots of money to, and you don't want to waste that money. It keeps you accountable. And now for the last 4 years, I've had this same personal trainer, and I've never been this fit in my entire life. I have muscles I never knew that existed. So that's a huge success for me. And all of this happened in my late 30s, early 40s, that I'm only discovering this key to success.
Very good. Very good. Anu, anything you want to explain? Share with us.
Yeah. So mine is like little related to the so my favorite hobby is reading books, and I was very fond of reading. And what I mean is like after reading so many books, we will feel that okay, we also have many ideas. We have to pen it. Then like it was in my childhood, I started penning my ideas, and then like when I finally tell this to my classmates and all, they love the way I tell. So they told me like you can write, you have to write. Then I started writing. But unfortunately, whenever I write, I was not able to. I'm not sure what is happening. I was not able to pen it in the way that I tell. And it was stories were getting rejected continuously from school magazine, weeklies, dailies, everywhere. Still, I was writing, and then finally, a kind of short stories was getting published. Then eventually, like when I got older, I was trying to write novels. Then I write a whole book of like almost 202 pages, but again rejections were there, continuous rejection. I was like some point disappointed. I thought this is not my thing. I cannot do that. And fine, but still I was trying. Like there is no harm in trying. So I was trying. And finally, just like 1 month ago, one publisher accepted. So it was like a
So
lot
it's,
of
it's
yeah,
published?
no, Sharjah Book Fair, like we had an agreement. Like I just signed an agreement last week. So in the
Great. Very
Sharjah
good.
Book Fair,
Very good. Very good. We're really eager to read your book.
thank you.
So
Yeah,
very sure we will purchase. We will purchase even by paying
yeah,
the money. You
yeah,
don't
I
have to
need
give to anyone, okay? There
yeah,
are people
author
who may
signed copy.
come. Okay, there are people who may come. I know one of my colleague who published a book and who said, like, I asked, can you give a free copy to me? It's a very good book. And what she said, it will be available in the Sharjah book fair, as well as it will be available in Amazon or something. Yeah. So this, if someone approach you for the free copy, never give, show the value in that, and ask them. I will ask every of our members to purchase. Members in the sense, like in our all the, Glossy Share and our team.
Sure, thank you. That will
Perfect.
be
Very,
very
very
great. So
okay.
first time, yeah.
Oh, okay, very good, very good. So appreciating because the people comes from the academic background. Someone is publishing the book, someone is having a reading habit. I understand you're a very voracious reader, no doubt. So this is very, very useful for. Okay, the lesson from this law of wasted efforts is nothing else. Persistence is crucial. Failure is a part of the process. Learn and adapt. Effort is never truly wasted. Embrace the journey. Necessity drives action, efficiency with effectiveness. See, I want to give one example that when I grown up, being a graduate student, I was struggling in terms of my presentations and communication skills since we come from a Malayalam medium background. I don't know about the case of Vada. Whether your medium of language is English itself when you are doing your graduation, your schoolings and everything, right?
Yeah.
So our time from an Indian perspective, we are just coming from the government background, government school background, where we mostly take the subjects and everything in our own mother tongue. So we were struggling a lot. But my passion is in itself. I understand the importance of this career and the importance of language and communication skills and everything. So made an effort and failed a lot of times. I had given an example of a capital punishment. I don't know whether you remember the capital punishment one. So there are a lot of occasions. Failure was very miserable, deplorable, bitter, but learned a lot of things from that. I really enjoy the benefits of having a presentation skills. Otherwise, it's very difficult to talk to you people. Coming from industry background is very difficult. So now, uh, effectively manage. Who is iPhone 14 Pro Max? Someone has joined.
Munira, I think.
Is
Good morning.
Munira
How are
is
you?
okay? Okay, Munira. We are doing good. So
I'm
we
sorry,
are
my laptop was just getting updated for past 30 minutes. So I was stuck with that and it's still not getting updated. So I
okay.
just said, let
Anyway,
me just connect on my phone.
no problem. Anyway, you joined. That's good.
Yes, thank you.
I was thinking, who is iPhone 14 Pro Max? Because usually you come with a Munira, there is a name, Mona Munira or something, or usually I
Yeah.
used to see. Okay. Okay, we are discussing a small concept, Munira, that is a law of wasted effort, nothing else. All the efforts necessarily should be reached into the final success destination point. So we will be having a lot of failure. We need to get a lot of lesson from a lion. What is a lesson is always the 20% is only success, right? 80% the fail, right? But still is keep going. That is only the lesson. Now we are coming with the topic. Just I want to cover the topic that we have discussed the previous week.
So
Let me
it's more
take
like
it.
a tiger as well. The tiger will just go back sometimes to take little bit,
Absolutely.
gain more focus, but he's not going back. He's actually planning how to pounce back.
Absolutely, absolutely. Going back or taking one step back doesn't mean that he's going back. It's not like that. He's going forward, taking 2 steps forward. Same thing,
Yes,
same thing,
agreed.
same thing here.
Agreed. Yeah.
So let me share once again. Stop sharing. Today, my plan is to cover the entire topic for the strategy direction, including our assignment questions as well. So we have already discussed the first part, learning outcome, the previous session. What is strategic success, roles, and some of the examples, strategy leaderships, some of the theoretical concepts we have discussed it. Coming to the major aspect today, we are going to discuss about the strategic audit, some of the theory. I know that there are small tasks I have given to you. The previous session, we'll be discussing the last of the session today. The very basic concepts, the stakeholders analysis and stakeholders mapping, already we discussed. This also comes under the strategic direction. Power interest grid, yes, explained by the people. Stakeholders mapping, activity, this is the activity. I remember, I don't know whether you remember or not. Vardha, this is the activity I have given the previous
No,
week.
the
Not this?
activity was on marketing mix for a selected company in the food industry. Discuss needs, wants, demands of customers, whether they are met. What value does this create for the customers? Discuss
Okay.
customer relationship management, and is this organization likely to continue with successfully building customer relationships?
Okay, we will be doing that then. Just wait. I'm just stop sharing. I want to take the second slide. Are you able to see this? Strategic audit.
Yes.
Strategic audit, yeah. So where you heard this word audit, what is the meaning of audit? I want to bring your viewpoint into my topic, the strategic audit, please. Auditing, according to you, what do you mean by auditing?
Verifying, compliance, checking, referencing.
Compliance, checking, differencing, diagnosing, obviously. Auditing,
Kind of
yes.
inspection to check whether we are doing correct or not, process is followed.
Perfect. It's kind of inspection. Are we in the right track? Or our standard performance and actual performance are being met? Is there any gap? Should we do any training? So strategic audit, the small meaning has been given here, is analyzing, diagnosing overall internal and external situation of a company in order to form decision making on the future changes, investments or developments, and assess their alignment with the strategies and objectives of the organization. Under the strategic audit, what we are going to deal with today, what are the steps of strategic audit? What are the different tools and techniques of the strategic audit in which we can make auditing of our internal resources? And what are all the things that we can keep outsourcing and etc. We'll be discussing that. So this is a very important topic and the questions under the assignments of the strategy direction as well. So coming to the strategic audit, assessing the current business strategy, how suitable it is for your business, and whether your company is in the position to execute the strategy. Performing strategic auditing is a very important, the crucial steps to the success, no doubt. And we always ask under the strategic auditing, one question, what business I'm in and how well we can perform it. It evaluates your current strategy as we discussed, and it highlights the strategic risk associated with this. Potential risk, potential pitfalls, as well as potential benefits we'll be looking into before we are implementing any risk associated with this. Okay, so coming to the next one, the benefits of the strategic auditors, it assess the need for the resource changes. It comes under managing, organizational change strategies. Before we are introducing any changes, we'll be looking into what is a potential, our present resources, whether they will be compatible to accept the change, having the potential resources we are having, or if it is not there, if the employees are not ready, since they're not having the adequate skills to accept the change or execute the changes in the organization, obviously, the resources must be having an analysis by the top level managers, no doubt. Resources can be anything. Here it has been mentioned, cash flow. Our institutional internal inflow and outflow of the resources, finance must be a major criteria before we are introducing any change in terms of finance we are discussing. So strategic audit. Here, some of the analysis we have already discussed it. It comes SWOT analysis, portfolio analysis, we discussed it, and performance analysis, resource audit. These are the very simple terminology. Competence analysis also simple terminology, but in which some of the theories comes that we will be discussing. Value chain analysis, had we discussed before what is value chain analysis? No. Okay. Resource audit, the same thing that we discussed just before. The resource audit identifies the resources available to a business. Some of these can be owned, plant, machinery, trademarks, retails, etc. Whereas other resources can be obtained through the partnership, joint venture, simply supplier arrangement with other business. We discussed about importance of joint venture, mergers, acquisitions, and etc. Resource can be our organizational resources, or sometimes we may outsource certain things because we don't want to have more expenditure over them. And resource audit, we have discussed it in terms of what is our internal strength, what all our possible resources we must be having in the future. We have to bridge the gap. That's also very important before we are finalizing the strategy in the organization. And value chain analysis. Value chain analysis in the sense, our primary activities of the organization and the supporting activities of the organization must be parallel each other. It must be connected. You can write this analysis in your assignment. There are two important activities for all the organization. The first one, which is directly connected to creating and delivering of products, is very directly connected to the production. Supporting activity, these are not directly involved in the production, but obviously it leads to the effectiveness and efficiency of the organization. Once again, the meaning of value chain analysis has been given here. Those activities are best undertaken by the business and which are best provided by others. I want to give you one example. Nesto and Lulu hypermarket. I had given the similar example previously. The reason is, mostly, maybe Anu knows better. The richest person in India, although those two people are from India and Kerala, one of the state in India, but Lulu founder becomes all the time the richest person in Kerala. There are a number of reasons. He's having the portfolio differentiation, diversified business. At the same time, what I came to know, I don't have any evidence of it, but some of the friends who are associated with this business who said me, Lulu, most of their hypermarkets are owned and operated by themselves. The business, their infrastructures are owned by themselves. So they don't have to give the rent because their infrastructure itself belongs to them because they're having existence since long. But Nesto, they're having differentiation. And most of the people who are attracted to them because of the discount policies and many other things. But at the same time, the infrastructure, some of the infrastructures are not belongs to them. They are rented one. They're taking on rental basis. I heard it. I don't have any evidence, but I heard it from some of the friends who belongs to. So all the organization has to prioritize. The activities are best undertaken by the business or they have to give to others, outsiders. By the Nesto, they're having some financial, Lulu, according to my knowledge, they're having a lot of wealth. They're having the finance in their hand. So they can construct, no problem, the buildings and all. At the same time, Nesto need more finance. Even the Lulu also come into the stock market, I believe. They recently sold the property. IPO, initial public offering they have done, I believe. They got a lot of sources of finance. At the same time, Nesto is struggling in terms of finance. That's why they don't want to invest on the infrastructure. That's the difference. The best example I can give here, value chain analysis. So one of the picture, you can add it. Harvard Business School online has given this picture. So secondary activities are infrastructure, human resource management, technological development, procurement. Inbound logistics, operations, outbound logistics, marketing and sales, after sales services. From this, there are a number of companies, even they are giving all the human resources, recruitments, training and developments, and giving to some other companies. But in the case of Vada, this is not practical, I think. Like they're doing, these are the primary activities for them. Some of the human resources are very pivotal role in your organization, nuclear management. I don't believe that they will be outsourcing training and development, many other things, because they are developing the people, training the people by the people inside the organization itself. Am I right, Vada?
We actually no.
No.
The way every regulatory body works is a little bit different from traditional organizations because we have different phases in which you go through the nuclear cycle. When a country introduces nuclear for the first time, then the regulatory body needs to issue what we call a construction license, which gives the operator the ability to construct that particular power plant with that technology on that particular site. So there's a number of different permits and applications that needs to be lodged before that. And then once that construction has been completed, then you go into a commissioning phase because you have to test for about 6 months and prime the system to make sure everything is running the way it should run. And once the operator can prove I am now successfully have completed all of my licensing activities and I can start producing power for the country, then only will the regulator come, do the assessment, the review, and provide them with another set of license, which is an operating license. Now, once operation starts, it runs for 60 years. You never have to do licensing again, unless there is a modification or something new that gets added to the power plant, but that's years and years of study. So with the result, every regulatory body requires a certain portion of highly technical skills, which we deploy from what we call a technical support organization. These technical support organizations are international organizations. They focus maybe just on review and assessment of certain aspects or certain processes. Mm-hmm. So we do use a large portion of our of business activities is also run by TSOs in collaboration with our local support. So once that TSO, before the TSO's contract is up, they need to ensure that they do some knowledge transfer so that we can do localization of skills and competencies within our organization to be able to cope with some of that in the future. But if the country decides, like right now, the UAE is at a precipice, it's imminent that they're going to be announcing an expansion to nuclear very, very soon. We don't know what technology they're going to choose. The government might decide to go on a completely different technology or country of origin for that technology than what we currently have. That will require specialized skills. That specialized skills cannot be taught in 2 weeks. It takes 20 years of experience to do that. And that's when we'll deploy outside organizations called our TSOs, our technical support organizations, that will come either from various countries. So it's a little bit different than your traditional framework of an organization. We do have 95% of the cohort is staff that is permanent, that stays within the organization. Then we've also got that 5% of additional resources that we get through outsourcing.
Very good, very good. Well explained, well explained. So thank you for sharing your viewpoint on this important points like outsourcing and like this the primary activities and secondary activities of organization, the value chain analysis. So coming to the third one, what is the name, Anu, of your child? I was thinking what sir is asking, yeah? Asad is asking. Okay.
Tasvika. Tasvika.
Tasvika.
Yeah.
Tasvika. In which class she is studying?
Grade 2.
Grade 2. Okay. Oh, she's Varda actually Tasvika and Anu's daughter was listening to the session. What Mama is still studying, yeah? Already done with education. Just ask her to come. Yeah, actually ask to stop the session. At least she's available in the home Saturday and Sunday. Again, she's spending her time already she spent a lot of time for the publishing the books, 200 pages, 250 pages. Again, she's studying. The problem, she may be thinking sometime. She may be forced to learn. Same thing happened to mine. I'm not at all a studious student. When I'm doing, even the 11th standard and 12th standard studies, in the sense, even I'm very average student, but my elder brother, he's one of the biggest enemy in my life at the time, not now, at the time. So he used to spend his night like 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, studying a lot. He has a good marks and all. So society, the relatives also have a thought on me. Oh, my elder brother name is Afsal. He is studying very well. So Asad also will have a good result. The perception of the people led me to force me to study well. That's the reason. Similarly, my mother is still studying, so I should also be forced to, at least he may be taking some books and have a look on sometime when you are studying, when you are taking the session. So core competency comes here. So yes, important another theory. I will be sharing you at the end of the session some of the model papers. Other than the papers I have shared you already, you can have some more idea how these analyses have been incorporated by other people already submitted the qualify and succeeded. So core competence, same thing. We need to analyze our competitiveness and the competitive edge over our competitors. And we need to fix it in the organization. We need to understand when we are going to face a contingency, how we can build, how we can develop our strength again. So in order to be the best in the standout company, or in order to retain our market positions, the market power, obviously we must know our competence mastery. That is the core competence analysis talking about. And next one is performance analysis. What is performance analysis? Same thing. We used to do our performance always. Analysis, we used to analyze our performance in the organization. At the same time, what is the best example I can give? We're having progress report of the students every time we get it. That's a performance analysis of your student, your child, your teacher is sending to. And we used to make the performance analysis when the management asked me how the students are performing, I used to give weekly analysis about the students, whether we are having a matrix, we are having an Excel sheet, whether you presented the topic that we have assigned to you every week activity. So I used to mark it. So our assistant education, the team used to have a look on this. Students are active in the sessions or not. So I used to mark the previous session, who are the students who have done. That is all about, we have a benchmark. We have a goal, what is the outcome of all these sessions. So whether we are being met it or not, we used to ask all the time. So what is my ratio analysis? Anyone? Maybe Munira knows about a ratio analysis since she come from insurance sector. I had given some of your people. I have given Vardha and Munira example because Anu was not there the previous session. Munira's example and Vardha's example to some of my relatives. Yesterday, I visited some of people in Sharjah, my wife, family, elder sister. I was giving your example. This age, between 30 to 40, leading a key positions in the organization, and still you are doing your programs, you're, updating your skills. I'd given your example. At the time, Anu didn't come in my mind because you left the class. So I didn't remember your name. Why I have given you example, the reason is that they have completed their education almost. Almost education in the sense graduation. They are female. They are leading family here. They are brilliant in terms of the communication. They are very good in dealing with the people. And I used to give all the time, just go for some education, extra education, certification, etc. I don't know whether Vardha and Munira knows the people cases in Kerala, in India, where we belongs to, particularly some of the community. I know it very well. You will be having a lot of classmates. They are very good in education. They're having a good background as well, but they stop their education after some time. Then they're not doing, they are confined to the four walls of the home. They're not happy. Exactly. Then I talked yesterday, I was telling your examples. Yeah, still they're in the good positions. So I given some of the things that you even explain the sessions, even your insurance. Munira here. Are you able to hear? No. So
Yes, I'm able to hear. Yes.
To whom I talked, he's also working in the insurance sector, and his wife has done microbiology. My wife, elder sister, and didn't complete the second year of the PG. The same cases for another sister. She is also from MCOM background. First year went to MCOM, then second year she didn't go. I was giving you an example at the time. So the reason ratio analysis I asked you, Munira, ratio analysis, the word comes to the finance. We're having different ratio analysis, like profitability and a liquidity ratio, solvency ratio analysis. I don't know whether Munira knows about.
Yes, I know about it.
Yes, perfect. So we used to do these ratio analysis in order to check whether we are as per our standard performance.
This is basically a procedure for obtaining details of a firm if they have functional efficiency, liquidity, revenues, and profitability by analyzing its financial records and statement. This is very important factor that will help in doing the analysis of fundamental equity.
Very good. Other than Munira knows the word meaning of liquidity, other than Munira, anyone else, Anu and Vardha, the meaning of liquidity in financial terminology.
You have sufficient cash flow available to service all your debts and still make a profit.
Perfect. Nothing else.
Same only.
Sufficient. Yes. Sufficient inflow of fund, or whether we are having the asset which is easily converted into cash. That's a simple meaning of it. So coming to the discussion, portfolio.
And in case if there is, it's even liquidity ratios are also checking if the company has enough funds to pay off their short-term liabilities.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So the fifth point is portfolio analysis. Here we have already discussed BCG matrix, and a similar one is the MG, that is General Electric's growth share matrix. Both are almost similar. BCG matrix we have already discussed, right? We have already discussed invest, protect, harvest, and divest. I better want to connect one of the example. You will remember this example always. See, the example is my father who studied only the sixth standard, and he came to Oman. He worked over there for almost 30 years and came back. He's the best psychologist. He better know how to manage two children. I mean, we are six people. We are six children from my family. I used to say my father is having six children, but my mother is having three children. Because when I was in fifth standard, my mother died. And we are having the three children. I'm having one elder brother and one younger sister. But in my father, I mean, in the sense like, again, he got married. That is my cousin itself, my sister, my mother sister. In that also, we are having three. I mean, three younger. I mean, two younger sister, then one younger brother. Total it's six. For my mother, three. For my stepmother, it's three. Simple. So he knows better about how to invest, how to protect, how to harvest. When the time comes for the investment, he worked almost 30 years and spent for our educations and all. He well protected us from all the disturbing elements. We better knows about when the two, I mean, from the stepmother, if you're having any of the children, there will be discriminations, many other things. But he didn't do anything. He better managed it. He better protected the family very well. When the time comes, harvesting, my younger sister marriage happened almost 2 months before. He didn't spend even a single amount. He asked me, Asad, and my elder brother also is there. Asad, the time to invest from your side. Invest for the entire marriage, and we spend it. The best time comes for the harvesting from us. He best harvested. I have one of my uncle. He is making all the time negative remarks for my family, which means doing some bad deeds, making very negative remarks by the people. So he divest in the sense he is not at all ready to invest in the particular person. He even asked her to come to the home. The reason is he is not profitable to the organization, which means to the family. There are certain people in the organization, they are not at all profitable. We have to fire them. Already we hired them, but is the time to fire them? We don't want to invest in them. Next year, we can give the resignation letter to them. So in the organization, investment, protect, harvest, and divest is very important. So this is already, we have discussed it. In this, there are certain framework. VRIO framework, you remember, I believe we have already discussed the previous time. What does V stand for? Don't search anywhere.
Value.
VRI framework. Yeah. What is?
I think it was value.
Yes, valuable. And R stands for?
I can't remember.
This when we discussed last Sunday.
Last Saturday, I think.
I am not able to.
Yeah, I know what's turning to say, Vardha. I was absent on Sunday. That's why I couldn't check in between. But Saturday you are present. That was the first topic as a concept. R stand for? Because you are very rare. Yes, rare. You are still in your organization because of all these factors. And I stand for? Inimitable. Yeah. And finally, these things will lead to organized. Valuable, rare, inimitable, and finally organized. This techniques, this framework already we discussed. I don't want to discuss again. Then this one, Porter generic strategy, you remember we have discussed this, yeah? Cost leadership, differentiation. We discussed in the previous time. Then coming to This VRIO framework, we discussed it. Bolton BCG matrix. This is very important element. Strategic plan of implementation, stages of strategic audit. This one you can connect with. I will be sharing the slide already there in this link. You can access it. You can, whenever the question comes, we'll be discussing the question. That is very important. You can connect it at least. There is a question in your assignment.
Professor, we don't have any of these presentations in the links. Only the assignments are showing in the link in the Dropbox.
One second.
I think it may have not been published because the only things that's in the Dropbox is the 3 assignments and
3 assignments only,
and the examples of the 3 assignments, but no presentations.
Okay, just a second. I'm just going to share you that then. Managing team performance.
Yeah, the planning one is also not there. Let me just make sure again. Going through the link.
Might try. Okay, I can also share you by mail, but I'm sharing the link here. Please access it right now. Oh my God, 1 second. Yeah. Can you just open it? Are you able to see?
Yeah, level 7 modules, PPT, questions and models, right?
Yes.
Module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and level 7 sample model papers qualify. Yeah, almost 10 PPTs.
You are able to see this, right?
Yes.
If anybody is in the laptop, can you share your, can you please screen share it so I can confirm it that you are able to see everything, please? This link, you can use it. We will be making all the things here. With the YouTube records, YouTube videos, recordings and everything will be uploaded. I mean, the link will be uploaded in the last part of the PPT. Okay, so can you open?
We can see it.
We can see module it 1? Can you open the module 1? Strategy planning, can you click? Can you go to the last slide? The last slide. $163. You can just type it there otherwise, I believe.
Because I opened from the browser, so I'm not able to, like, if we download.
No problem. No. Okay. Let me check them. Okay. No problem. So you are reaching into 163, yeah? Okay. So the last slide, or we will be adding the YouTube link over there. You can also access from all the videos of our sessions, and you can download it from this this link, or it will be there itself. We are not going to delete anything from there. So I believe now you can get the access. All the materials are there. All the discussion are going on at present, and everything is being there. So now, yes, you can stop the sharing, please.
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing anyway. So I'm just taking. A link is available now. Okay. So I wanted to discuss one other question. You have to give me the idea from this. This is one question I directly copied it from the assignment. Evolve a strategic positioning map or tool or tools to enable critical analysis of the business processes and activities towards the achievement of the current strategic posit. Can you please tell me what is the key word that we are being asked to write here? Keywords.
Strategy positioning map.
So what you will be writing? You don't know anything about the strategy. Critical analysis.
Tools. Positioning. Achievement.
Oh, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay. But something happened here. Yeah. So what I want to speak about, we are having one concept, strategy positioning. If you get this picture, if you get this question, you are supposed to add one picture of strategy positioning map. You can add it. There are certain tools you can write it. What is the meaning of strategy positioning? You can add it. How companies are using this positioning map in order to achieve this company's organizational objectives, that you can write it. Then it's all about a critical analysis. It doesn't mean that you are directly taking from the website and copying here, pasting here. It's not like what Munira said. It's a kind of a critical analysis. You need to reflect yourself with your company that you have chosen. So there is a link. If you're clicking here, you will be getting little bit details about the strategy positioning. We are explaining what exactly the strategy positioning here. So this is approach you take when entering your business into any given market. It's a fundamental decision the senior level teams take. Deliver a product and brand into the market. Strategic positioning. To do, we have already discussed the market positioning. Is already a related one. Market positioning, product decision, positioning, etc. There's techniques that gates your performance and leverage you ahead of the competition in your competitive market. So once again, establishing proper direction for your company's vision, and we are trying to meet that. So I wanted to give what is strategy positioning important. There's companies that makes things happen, set the path. There are 3 types of companies, and there are different marketing environments. There is explaining behind it. After this, those companies that make things happen, set the path. Those companies that watch things happen, those that wonder what just happened. 3 different types of companies are there. There are 3 different types of people are there. We can almost relate to that. So there are certain people who really plan, and we'll see all these plans are being done by other people. My one of brother-in-law, he's in Oman. He has various plans in his mind. Whenever the new companies come up with, when they established this, when they execute the plan and they're very successful, at the time he will be coming to know that that plan, he was having that in his mind, but he never executed it. Actually, he's a business person. He has a lot of plans since he's almost 20 years in Oman. A lot of plans in mind, never execute anything. But finally, what is executed? That is really good. Actually, he's having, cosmetic products, footwear products. He's a wholesale. He's selling in the Oman, some other markets. And every time he comes to Dubai and take the products from Dubai there and take into the Oman and selling it out. Only the one plan he has executed, mostly in the particular location he is there in the Oman Matras Souk. People are mostly depends upon the Dubai market itself. But only one plan he has done and executed. Only he used to say all the time. He directly contacted the China and he got some of word from from where he's taking the product. He has seen some of product package that they are taking from the China directly. So he contacted the China person directly, and now he's all the things are importing from the China. He's also he'll be taking some of the photo and creative photo he'll be sharing the Chinese people, and the similar one they will be creating as a foodware or any other packets and etc. He's only have one plan he's executing in his life. That's only. Tasvika, how are you, Tasvika?
Good.
Tasvika, how are you?
Good.
Please speak up. You're having people here, Varda, Munira, and
Hi.
Asad.
Hi.
I'm not hearing anything.
Hi.
Okay, you're asking us hi. Okay, hi. Tasvika, please speak up yourself. We wanted to know about how is your mother? How is your family? Mother is always studying.
Yeah.
So she's also pressurizing you to study all the time. Tasvika,
Yeah.
you study, you do that because I'm like this. I'm still studying. I'm writing the books. I'm still see Saturday and Sunday. I'm attending the class for my certifications, qualifications, etc. Even though I don't have enough time managing home, I'm preparing food. He used to say, she used to say like that.
Yeah.
Very good. You are very honest. How you are helping your mother?
By sitting,
Yeah.
by
Sorry?
sitting and learning with her.
You are simply sitting in the home and eating.
No.
By sitting and learning with her. She thinks that learning multiplication table is too difficult and learning an MBA is too easy.
Oh, learning MBA is very easy.
Learning MBA is very easy and learning a multiplication table is too difficult.
Okay. Oh, got it.
She always looks like, can we switch?
Okay. Tasvika, study well. Okay. Do well. Don't study too much. Manage everything. Okay. What we are teaching right now, the strategy. Strategy is all about, you know the meaning of strategy? No, you don't know the meaning of strategy, yeah? You know techniques? What is the meaning of techniques? You know the meaning of smart and hard work, yeah? Hard work means someone is studying a lot and acquiring the knowledge, but not practically implementing into the life lessons and all. So we have to manage it. Okay, so what we are discussing right now, there's another link which is almost connected to the strategy positioning. How does impact is business? How does it impact the business? For the business people, they're having a strategy positioning. How it impacts the business. Again, there is a question 3.1. Deploy strategy options tools to support the critical evaluation of your identified range of strategic options in the short and medium term. Conduct a critical analysis of value of your chosen tool together with a suitable criteria for the selection of the use of such tools. Supporting factors maybe such factors of profit, core competency, quality, competitive factors, and business process. 2 minutes time for you. You can even revise what all we have discussed today. What is your answering for this question? You have to speak up to me after 2 minutes. Like what you are going to write if you're getting this question. This is a question in your assignment. You are supposed to write something. This is the question always I used to say the question is very lengthy, but it's your strategy how you are developing the keywords and writing. What you're going to write. And is there any tool that you have in your mind to write for this question? I hope I'm audible, right?
Yes,
Okay.
you are audible.
It's a time to change my earphone. Which headset you're using?
I'm actually using a really old headset that I bought back in South Africa when COVID just hit. So I think it is a Panasonic headset and it's fantastic.
Okay, okay, great.
So it's about 4 years old now, and it's fantastic. Really comfortable as well.
I said your example
it's-
yesterday with my family member, within 3 years, you will change your car.
Yeah, my 3 years is coming up now. The 7th of September, I will have my car of 3 years.
Okay.
So I'm already on the market looking.
Okay, great. So the time comes for everyone to discuss about the question answers. Please. What you're going to write, your idea. So the keywords are here, strategy, options, tools. Okay, it can be any strategic management tool, you can write it. But what they're asking, if you're choosing any strategic tool, you have to support some of the factors like profit, core competency, quality, competitiveness factors, and business process. So which tool is best fit, which apt for all these factors? That's the question. There are a number of tools we discussed and techniques we discussed, strategic audit even we discussed, a number of analyses are there. So which one or what are the tools are best matching, and what are the tools are discussing competency, quality, competitive factors, or business process, at least one or two. For example, I can say there is analysis. If I am instead of your position, I will be writing core competency analysis. This is one of the analysis which answering this question. We can write it because core competency analysis are discussed various aspects of our internal strength and weakness and many other elements. So we are checking our external situations and internal situation. We are introspecting ourselves for the profitability. And if we are discussing about the business process, we can write about the value chain analysis. There are two important activities, primary and supporting activities. This is primarily connected to the process of organization, various processes, various functions. Okay, similarly, you can write it. Now, coming to one of another question, almost similar one, no need to discuss here. Have we discussed ANSO matrix model?
Yes,
Yes.
Patient development, that 4 boxes. Yes,
We discussed, yeah, already we discussed it. Thank you.
Penetration development, all the 4.
These theories are interconnected, okay? That's why I'm not discussing. Taos means is the opposite of SWOT analysis. Okay, there is another important matrix. This is an important matrix, you need to add it. Or if you have to get similar matrix for your assignment writing. How well we can understand our strategic options are effective. How we can understand, is there any other tool for that? If you're getting, you can write it. We will be having different criteria. We used to ask to our team. I recently had a visit to my nearby school where I'm sending my daughter. So I asked to the class teacher, what is the what ranking you will give out of 10 to my daughter in terms of her confidence, in terms of her motor skills, in terms of her patience or attendance, etc. So she is giving different ranking. The ranking is all about measurement of performance, nothing else. So there is a matrix. S stands for suitability, F stands for feasibility, A is accessibility, acceptability. So we are having different options. We'll be analyzing. In project management, there are a number of tools and techniques similar to this. So they're checking the criteria, various criteria, including the 3 SFA. Then we are choosing one option. You're having different options in your hand. You wanted to check which one is the best for you. You can adopt this SFA matrix. And how you can write it is one of the example. You choose a Netflix. Netflix as a company, they're having different options. So option 1, option 2, option 3, they can check the suitability of the particular plan, and the mark you can give out of 15, out of 10, they're giving the value. Ranking is 5, suitability is a 5. And option 2 is having suitability is 8 according to your budget, according to your program, policy, or the organizational objective. This particular option is 4 we can give. Feasibility 2, 1, 3. We are giving different ranking for the individual options. Acceptability 4, 3, 2 giving. So from this, we are getting the option 2 is having the highest rank, so we can choose it. We are giving an imaginary figures and telling this matrix we can use to adopt for our organizational objectives, accomplishing our organizational objectives. So,
Doctor, I
yeah.
just have one question with regards to the rating scale. Do we have to define the rating scale within the assignment? Like 1 is equivalent to whatever, 5 is this, or 10 is whatever the case may be. Do we have to define it, or do we just plug it the way very subjectively?
Yes. Subjectively, you can write it. Very subjectively, you can write it. No problem. It's kind of an explanation. Choosing a company, already you have chosen it. Giving some imaginary explanations, one way. Or if they have any practical one, already you have any examples in the hand. For example, IKEA. IKEA had a lot of plans to start a retail segments. Or any, for example, just think of it. IKEA wants to start an hypermarket. I don't know IKEA is having an hypermarket or not. At the same time, they also have a plan to expand the business, the same business what they are running. Or the third plan is something else for footwear industry. So they are looking into the suitability, feasibility, acceptability. Finally, they decided that they can expand the business rather than going for any other portfolio, any other investing the total. Yeah, please.
So I'm just thinking now, so is this something that we can do an SFA before we do, or in concurrently when we're doing a BCG? Because in your BCG, you have some question marks. So in your question, you might decide, let me go and launch a new product. But to determine, is this product going to become a star, or is this product going to be a cash cow, or is it eventually going to end up as a dog? Then can I do an SFA to determine whether it is useful for me to even consider this as a question mark?
Very good. I got it. You can also write in that way as well. No problem. Okay. Something it is very linked to your previous answering as well. A previous question answering also. You can connect, no problem. So there are something. Okay. Just screenshot this activity and work on it for the next week. So now we are going to just discuss about the questions, some of the models. After that, I will give you time for your presentation on the certain topics that I have already given. So SFA matrix to evaluate one of the company's project and discuss its impact on the business. Alternatively, you can relate this evaluation to any of the personal experience from your own work history enough at any of the companies where you have worked. So there are a number of projects comes. So they are finalized with one project because of these reasons, something like. So I'm just coming to questions, strategy directions. Okay. Are you able to see? Are you able to see this?
Yes. Word document, right?
Word document, yeah.
Yeah, yes, you can see.
Just the first part we have discussed, I think, is all about strategy, aims, goals, and the new company that you have chosen. Abu Dhabi National Oil Company, the particular student has chosen 1.1. Directly writing. This particular student is not mentioning the entire question here, just writing what is the keyword in the particular question, writing it, and answering in terms of company's missions and objectives, etc., values. So adding, this is a picture already I have added in the slide. You can also add it if you want it. It's not a compulsory. And connecting this particular picture, see, value discipline, product leadership. Are they in leader in any product? So operational excellence, how well they are doing. They're explaining it related to that knock. There's a theory, lean approach, lean sigma and all, the student has added. That's the things we didn't discuss in this particular module, but added into that. And customer intimacy. These three things student connected with this. Then this is very general idea. The student has brought, you're able to see, right? The student has brought some statistical figure in this. What is the total value of the company and market share, etc. And there is a question, environmental scan. You remember the word, right? Conduct an environmental scan. The student has added directly this picture here. This is not related to ADNOC, but explain ADNOC here in detail. You can add a little bit more points, okay? You don't have to be confined with the 600 words. Then you will be able to write only very little things. So task 2 is strategy, aims and objectives of organization, under which they're asking about conduct an audit. Audit in the sense, strategic audit itself. Strategic audit, the student has brought this picture that we have discussed it. You can also bring something else, no problem. Even if you feel you can add the same, no problem. So explain the content here. Then stakeholders connected with the organization, evaluate their expectation, bring in number of stakeholders here and covering the stakeholders, connecting the stakeholders into ADNOC, who's ADNOC regulators, contractors, customers, partners, etc. You can also bring in picture formats. The students has not brought most of the things in table. I will be also sharing one of the model paper. The student has mainly focused bring the things in the tabular format mostly. This is the positioning map. The student has written the positioning map in terms of ANSOF matrix tool. I've explained. Just read it anyway. I can also add this one into this model paper. In the link, you can access it, okay? In the link, you can access it, the model paper. So you can also have an idea how the students has connected this. Market penetration, market development, site diversification, market development, and so metrics has been connected in this. Task 3, never forget to add the present statistical figures and the future prospects of the company. They're aiming by 2030. This is the total forecast. That's the plan. And the question, task 3, is all about strategy options. Evaluate is a short and medium term. They're explaining in terms of industry attractiveness, this plan, GE matrix, this is all about. Why? Companies having short-term plan and medium plan and long-term plan. They're explaining in terms of this picture. Invest or grow, selectivity, earning, harvest or divest. In terms of ADNOC plan, they're explaining here. Then final question, justify evolved strategic options. That is, there comes the importance for what Vardha has explained. SFA matrix, suitability, acceptability, then feasibility. This particular student not more connected to the company here, you can connect. This is only a model paper. It doesn't mean that it's a perfect paper. It doesn't mean. Even the paper that I have given you, this is not the perfect one. You can prepare more better than this. Reference is very important to bring more number of references. You can add it. References must be on APA format. What is APA format? There are different
I was just going to
styles.
ask you. I was just going to ask you because I used. I first used IEEE, and then I realized this is social science, and I changed it to Harvard. So it's APA.
Okay. No, APA. You can follow the format, APA style, or have what referencing style. No problem to follow any format.
Okay. Do we need to use in-text referencing as well, or do you just want it as a bibliography at the end?
I don't recommend to write lot of in-text citation, but you can write little bit inside. The problem, when the students are using ChatGPT or something, they'll be giving a lot of citation from there. So it is very crystal clear. I'm not against of using the ChatGPT for the informations, but when they're directly copy and pasting, the problem is
Yeah.
they'll be giving a lot of in-text citation there. So easily the invigilator, those who are valuing the paper, can easily understand the student has followed the ChatGPT. It shouldn't happen in your case. That's why. So once again, in-text citation means adding citation in the text box. For example, I'm not able to write here because my it's only view only. Microsoft has been.
So in-text, if I may give an example, in-text referencing would be something like this, where it says your acceptability, the acceptability aspect of the SAF strategy model, the FSA strategy model. So in-text referencing will be something like according to a particular order, author, according to author X, the acceptability aspect of FSA strategy model is blah, blah, blah.
Yes. So Anu and Munira, you got what is in-text citation, the meaning of in-text citation?
No.
You have seen number of paragraphs. Are you able to hear?
Yes.
I will change my earphone very soon, okay? So I will not disturb you. Okay, see, in-text citation is all about, in the paragraph, you can see most of the time, there are references, small references, like this person said this. I'm not having the proper one, that's why. Let me check another one. I will show you.
I think there was the one that you showed us last week, Anna. Her paper had some in-text referencing. I think there was one or two referencing in
Yes, I
one.
got it. I got it. Yes.
Because I actually followed that method thinking that's the example I needed to do. It takes a long time. It takes a long time when you're doing it. There we go. There's an in-text reference. According to Campbell.
Yes. Are you able to see this one, Anu and Munira?
Yes, we can see.
Campbell et al. 2011.
It's crucial to.
Yes, we can see.
Yeah, this is we call in-text citation. In the text, see, according to the World Bank 2018. But it's a detailed references we will be giving in the last part. See, World Bank. This is detailed references. We say in bibliography, we'll be writing everything in detail. But World Bank 2018, that is only the things we are writing inside our paragraphs. That's we call in-text citation. About writing, referencing, and everything we'll be discussing when we are going for MBA dissertation part. Okay, that's very important at the time. We'll be discussing in detail that. So this one I want to share you how the student has written. This is Ruben. There's a one student. See, something very different. Somewhat good, I can say, while we are bringing the presence of the organization in terms of geographical, picturization, it will be really good. We can see, this is also we can call, students has given the source. This also we can call somewhat as citation. Pops list. So I recommend you, don't write too much into citation, but if you're referring the company, Netflix, you're choosing Netflix 2022 data, you got it. You can write Netflix 2022 website name. And the website details, the link of the particular content should be copy and paste in your references part. That's very important. See this picture the student has added. This is the value system value addition. This one, the particular student has got it from IHC, particular company website itself. Then this is internal environmental scanning, strength, weakness, they have brought in terms of tabular format. You can also follow tabular format rather than writing a lot of things in the paragraph. He connected in terms of ESG because it's having importance today's world. That is environment, governance and social. Another picture. Stakeholders' expectation. So I recommend you, if you're getting the pictures related to the company itself, it may be available in the website. If you're simply clicking, for example, you want to write about eager matrix, eager ants of matrix. You have two options. You can take the picture, you can copy it directly. But if you're simply writing eager ants of matrix, Google, just search in the website, you will be getting the same picture and explanation for that. So you can copy that and paste it. You can also give the citation. See, IHC 2023, this is the index citation we call it as. Then internal stakeholders, external stakeholders mapping. The student, have written a lot. Why I'm telling you, you can write little bit more, not too much. We don't have any rejection happen from the qualified since we have written more words. But lesser words had a problem for us. Lesser than 600 is the problem, but increase in more number of words does not have any problem. It doesn't mean that you can write a lot, but you can manage it. The student has written a lot. Let's see the factor condition, locker factors. Okay. Finally, come up with this. This is a strategy direction, question papers. I don't know whether I'm having one more. It's fine. I hope the questions are simple. You can write it, no problem for this. So now I wanted to bring you to your presentation. Now the strategy direction module is over and strategy planning module is over. Now you have to submit the both assignments. Then only one module is pending, that is managing team performance to support strategic objectives. Is an interconnected module under the strategy management. So we will be discussing that the next week. Next week in the sense Saturday. Tomorrow we are discussing human resource planning. That is one of the module is connected to, is an optional module as already Vardha is already attended that. So please come forward with your presentation. We are eagerly waiting to see.
Again, I have some disconnect over here.
I understand from your facial expression that you want to disconnect and leave, yeah? Okay, no problem. No problem.
Maybe I missed somewhere in last session or last week. I'm not able to correlate like assignment when you have given also, I don't know.
Okay. No problem. So this SFA matrix, that assignment, you remember? You have made a
SFA matrix,
screenshot,
I
yeah?
remember, but the assignment I don't like.
Assignment you forgot about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
SFA
okay.
is suitability, feasibility, acceptability, right?
Okay, that is for the activity part for the next week, you have to do that. An
Okay.
assignment, I have discussed the previous week that the students will get 1 week time period to prepare and send me the work. I can review and send it to back. Don't make it for the last moment. It's a concern, yeah. Reviewing everyone as well as providing the feedback, and you have to amend it and submit again. We are also having a quality report we have to prepare meanwhile. That's also important as per your write-up. That's also important meanwhile we need to do. So now, yes, Vardha, you can start your presentations if you have.
Thank you, Doctor. So the assignment that we had for last week was to develop a marketing mix or select a marketing mix for a company in the food industry, discuss the needs, wants, and demands of the customers, and then also look at what the value is that this organization has made for their customers, discuss the CRM, and also whether this organization is likely to continue. So the company I chose, very easy one, is McDonald's. McDonald's is an international brand. So just from the 4 Ps, the marketing mix, the product, price, the product, the price, the place, and the promotion. In terms of the product, they sell different kinds of products. They cater for kids, which is really important because kids usually don't eat anything. And when you say McDonald's, yes, they're always going to be eating. So they have various different variety of products. They even sell products for those who are a little bit more health conscious, who wants to cut down on some of the calories. They have salads, and they've also got some things for those of us who love something sweet after a meal. So they've got some desserts as well. In terms of the price, really budget conscious, budget friendly all across the world. There isn't a single McDonald's that is available that does not cater for families and does not cater for students, because we know that for students, everything is expensive, and even students can buy a cheeseburger and they'll be satiated with just a cheeseburger. So they've got a variety of value meals that makes it easier for customers, larger variety of customers to appreciate it. Then in terms of place, I mean, there's like something like over 39,000 locations in more than 100 countries across the world of McDonald's. In every country, there's a McDonald's. There's always going to be one, including airports. And sometimes even at the petrol stations, when you're filling up, there's a McDonald's. So it's quick, it's convenient. The places are everywhere. Then in terms of promotion, they do various promotional activities. They do social media. Most of their promotion is actually through word of mouth, because they've got their specialized products like the Happy Meals and the toys gets advertised and the kids go crazy. And now suddenly they want McDonald's, not for the meal, but for the toy. So they would nag because they want the toy that comes with a Happy Meal. So that really attracts parents going and buying meals at McDonald's. Then in terms of customers' needs, wants and demands, needs, convenient. You don't have to wait longer than 5 to 10 minutes for your meal. It's fast, it's efficient, it's there. It's a quick grab and go kind of meal. In terms of wants, everyone knows McDonald's. It's consistent. The recipes they utilize, even the way they package everything. You're not going to go to a country and say, oh, I'm going to order a Big Mac and it's going to taste different. It has a little bit of nuances in it, but most of the time it tastes exactly the same. So you know what you're getting. It's not like I'm going to be surprised when I go there. Then in terms of demands, again, consistency, affordability, it's convenient, it's everywhere. So it's really, in terms of the demand for the product, customers don't need to go very far to find a McDonald's, because there's one on every second, third corner. Then the second question, what value does it create for the customer? It's, again, convenient. It's everywhere. There's even drive-thrus. You don't have to get out of your car. You don't have to stand in a line. When it's raining outside, you stop at the drive-thru. There we go. You get your McDonald's in 5 minutes. Your fries are hot. You eat it while you're driving before you even get home. Affordability, again, very affordable, very budget-friendly. And really budget-friendly also, as I said before, for students. Consistency across the board. You know what you're going to get. You know the product. It doesn't change in any country. Some countries does have different products that they introduce according to the geographical location. Like here we have the Macarabia wraps that is different to every other country. In Paris you have some desserts that they give you that is macaroon-based desserts. You don't get it in any other country. You only get it in France. Then just in terms of branding experience, some of the McDonald's even makes it really child-friendly. They've got these little toys out and these play areas where the kids, sometimes they want the nuggets and they want to play. That's it. That's why they want to go to McDonald's. For no other reason. They want their Happy Meal toy, they want the nuggets, they want to play. So it really creates this value of the value for families. Then the other question on the customer relationship management, they've got personalizations also, little bit of personalizations. I don't like tomato, so I don't want tomato. I can tell them, don't put tomato on there, don't put ketchup on there. I want mustard instead of mayonnaise. So that also provides some kind of value for the customer, and it makes the customer feel important because their preferences are met. They do also customer feedback. You have the little smiley faces when you go to these kiosks and you order without having to stand and pay at the cashier, and you do a self-order, you have this little smiley faces where they solicit customer feedback and they really listen to the customer, because this is how they improve or change some of the business strategies and models for execution. And then also engagement, lots of promotions, lots of social media, and then the Happy Meals are a true seller. And the ice cream, who doesn't like a McDonald's ice cream? It's cheap, it's filling, and on a hot day, everybody wants a McDonald's ice cream, or they want a McFlurry or Oreo McFlurry. And this is just because of the marketing that they have done. They're engaging their customers and they're giving their customers what they want.
Right.
Then what's the likelihood that McDonald's will continue to be successful in building the customer relationship? Global reach. They're everywhere. There isn't many countries that doesn't have McDonald's. Very few countries. I think I was in South Korea a couple of years ago in a really small town called Gyeongju, one of the first heritage towns of South Korea. And there was no McDonald's, and it was strange because every other food type that they had, we couldn't eat because we don't know what it is. And because we don't eat pork, we're Muslim, it was difficult for us to find food. And we were looking for McDonald's. We couldn't find a McDonald's. So we ended up just eating rice and muffins for 5 days until we could make our way to Busan and have meals like McDonald's that we could actually resonate with. Adaptability. They're always changing their customer preferences. As I said before, in different countries, they also have like a specialized kind of menu. Like here in the UAE, where they have this Mac Arabia, they've also got this limited edition, limited edition luxury burgers. That the burger bun is a little bit different. It has this little scrolls on it. It makes it look nice. It looks fancy. It even tastes better. Also, I don't know if it's just perception that makes it taste better. The mushroom Swiss cheeseburger that is completely different to the traditional Big Mac, Mac chickens, etc. And then consistency. This is very important because the customers they have is the customers they will probably have for life. And customers that have kids will be introducing their kids, or the kids will introduce them to McDonald's, because chicken nuggets is life for kids. And Happy Meals is everything. That tiny little toy that they get inside, it's very important for them. They attach value, kids attach value, and they make their parents also attach the value, because that's the only food they'll eat. So in terms of likelihood, McDonald's is here to stay, whether we like it or not. It's definitely a company that has stepped into the preferences and psychology of the customers, and really there's no doubt that McDonald's will stay around for many, many, many more years to come. So
Very good.
that's what
Very
I
good.
looked at.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. It's a very detailed study on the McDonald's, detailed sharing of McDonald's for pieces. So, yes, Munira?
I think we're all gonna order nuggets now for lunch.
Yes,
I don't
yes,
have
yes.
a big thank you, Vardha. It was really nice listening to you, and it is very brief. I wish I also can speak like you. Honestly, I have not spent so much time on this. I was very occupied, and now my laptop also is still updating. So I'll just quickly speak about Americana Group, which is owned by Saudi Arabia Public Investment Funds, and it runs. Basically, it operates KFC, Pizza Hut restaurants across the MENA region. And it's also, I think, Baskin Robbins, Costa Coffee, and TGI Friday as well is also part of this company. And as you might know, that Americana Group is, they own and operate a chain of restaurants. Company offers red meats, chickens, canned beans, dairy, frozen vegetables, pastries, sandwiches, biscuit, cakes, chips, and snacks. They serve customers worldwide, and of course, all their products are very friendly. They are very good actually. If you see, and they cater all age groups. So I feel that they are very quality-based products, and they're in the market for a very long time. And of course, their strategy of doing business is very unique in the sense that they have variety of products in the market which are very good, and especially in Middle East, they have lots of products which are halal-based products, and they cater as per the region they are marketing themselves, and they are available, and they're not too expensive as well, I feel. And the diversity in their products is also very unique. Like currently they had introduced something, some new frozen products, which is with Indian masala, and I really liked it, which was very different. And I didn't expect it to be coming from Americana, to be honest, which usually now I feel that because there are lots of Indians out here, and then people like having Indian food. So this was a new thing which came into the market, and it was really Indian spices. I tried it; it was really tasty. It's like that, and I think that they are really focusing on growth apart than Nestle, though that is also one of the biggest companies in the world. But then I feel that since they are having lots of diversity in terms of frozen foods, and then restaurants and coffees, and there is lots of like they're not sticking to one market. They are targeting different segments and different markets and different products which cater mostly every age group's needs. And I feel that they're going to be here for a very long time. This is from me. I'm not able to read my slides because my system is still updating, but whatever came into my mind, I just spoke about it.
Very good, very good. Also, you are having this much capacity for your mind. You spoke a lot.
But not like Varda. I wish I could really have a good mind and good speech or presentation like Varda. I really admire her.
So we learn each
Thank
other.
you,
We learn
Munira.
each other.
Yes, and I'm looking
of
forward for our upcoming meetup, and I'm just looking forward to meet Varda.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure, sure. But
so Munira, let me tell you a little secret. I am an introvert. I hated doing presentations at school to such an extent where I would make myself sick, physically sick, so that my class teacher would feel sorry for me and just give me a class average. Khalas, they're not even going to bother entertaining me because this is an ongoing thing. When I went to university in my first year of university, and my very first class was a psychology class. And I remember the lecturer distinctly saying, I walked in the class, it was like 75 of us in an auditorium. And he says, take a look around. There is everyone in this room, not one of you are the same, and not one of you know each other. This is your opportunity to recreate yourself. You can become anything you want to be. When he said those words, it resonated with me. And I said, one day I'm going to stand in his position, and I'm going to stand there and I'm going to do a presentation, and I will have the confidence. And every single opportunity I got from that point, and this was in the year 2000, I said, I will stand up and I will do a presentation. Even though I'm going to make myself sick physically, and I will feel the nerves and I will feel the anxiety, I'm going to put on a face that I am confident. And from that point, I've been able to master that art of hiding anxiety, hiding insecurity, and faking confidence. That's just what it is. So
I think
it's
I
a
should
skill
learn
that I've
from you.
learned. It's a skill I
think
learned. It's not a skill I was born
really
with,
good.
and
Actually,
it doesn't.
It's
not
with me. I have people. No.
It's
I
not something
really...
that comes naturally. It's something it's a skill that you develop.
Oh no, that's what I hate presentations up till this moment, and I try to I get a friend of mine who is into quality, and she's heading the World Trade Center Authority in Dubai. So she's head of quality. She's the only friend I have, and she does for me all the presentations, and I just go and present and come back. So I think it's time for me to upgrade myself, and
absolutely.
then bring some confidence to really build it and present it myself.
in the one part of our life, I think everyone has to present themselves at least one of the occasions, no doubt. I used to say to my students, those who are studying the graduation particularly, even the time of your marriage, yeah, proposal time, you have to stand and present properly and have to introduce yourself. So your introduction, at least be prepared for that. The preparation is very important for the best presentation, no doubt. If you're having the best preparation, obviously it will be leading to the best presentation, no doubt. So anyway, thank you
I
so
think
much.
the best part is to hold our fears. Sometimes this fear which we feel that we will fail. I mean, we are not believing in ourselves, thinking that failure is also part of success. That holds us back. And nowadays, after the corona, I have seen my kids themselves preparing their PPTs who are still very young. And I used to tell myself, oh God, at least I am lucky to see that they are doing PPTs at this stage, young age, which I couldn't do till this date.
Munira, the same thing happened to me yesterday. My daughter, she's almost Tasvika, almost the same age, for 5 years old. And she used to watch all the time Animal Planets, the BBC Animal Planets, a number of channels are there. She's very fond of this recently. I mean, 3 weeks before, 4 weeks before, I thought, okay, it's fine, it's good for. Rather than watching the cartoon and all, she will be learning something new. Yesterday she used some words and some animal name. I'm not able to even catch it. I have to use some. I have to use the dictionary. I'm not getting the certain words what our children are using. Yeah, because if we are properly directing them, obviously they will be bringing with an amazing result, no doubt. So the first conversion, what I made it, changing the cartoon watching habits into watching at least even as a wild animal, no problem. She's learning something new from this. She's very fan of crocodile. Then I share the story of crocs, how it developed, and even sharks. She's very fond of it. And I something connected with something life lessons into the watch. She's watching it every night. Whatever she learned from this BBC Animal Planet, she'll be describing herself. She was not at all a good for speaking English, and her age is very less. I know that. She's only 5 years old, but now she is able to communicate properly. She's not able to communicate even our mother tongue even, but the tremendous changes happen. We are learning a lot from others. As I'm learning from your side, what are your experience of being a lecturer is being proved here a number of times. I'm learning some other things. What some of the things that you have shared inside the classes we are learning. Certain things we cannot forget.
And I
As I'm a
think,
person,
Ashad, there is one more thing.
yeah.
I think that, our time of study was simply focused on book
By
on
heart,
book world. So, we
by
used to
heart.
just study from the book, and then study by heart and come and just emit it, just deliver it. But then the time of our kids, it's totally different. They, especially I feel after the corona, when things started to be online, and then they started seeing the PPTs, they have done different activities, different projects. They have really become a different version. And honestly, I feel that, we know the bad part of corona, right? But this was one of the good part, that kids, apart than the books, they have gained different knowledge. They can operate systems, they can prepare models, they can do a very good presentations. And even I recall at times, my children, they were telling me that, mama, you should put up your makeup and put a smile, even if no one is watching you, but at least we want to see you sit presentably, and you should not sit in your
Oh,
PJs. So
great.
you get to hear all of these things, that your kids are disciplining you, what you have been teaching them all this time. So
Very good.
those things have really given us lots of values. I mean, family values, when we have spent lots of time with them, when we all were in that sad scenario. But then I think whoever had kids around them really had added lots of emotional and personal value to our lives, because we have spent that quality time with them, and we know them better, and we know their um, needs better. And I think we all
Great.
have shaped ourselves to better human beings by understanding human needs in a different perspective, which earlier was not the case.
Perfect. Great. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. A lot of insights from the discussions, Vardha and Munira. And I know he's listening everything and expecting one presentation from Manu for the next week. SFA matrix or any other presentation is pending, no problem. Anything you can just do that. It's only general presentation. The first day you made something related to project management, your experience you shared. Same thing that we are expecting from you. So I think now we can wind up. The nutshell of today's discussion is the 2 modules has been finished. You're supposed to submit the 2 assignments for the review. You will get the feedback within 2 weeks' time. First week, you have to submit the strategy planning. Second week, you can submit your strategy direction. We are only having limited weeks ahead. So tomorrow, we will be meeting for HR planning session. And I'll be sharing the recordings to everyone, those who didn't join even. So you can just have a look on that. So we can wind up today's session, believing that the next week you will be come up with the activity and all. Thanks so much. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.